Authors and Dragons! Time of magic, age of might. A band of heroes step up to the fight. Playing with powers they don't understand. Will they fuck it all up or will they save the land? Treachery, vanity, loitering and worse. They are their own worst enemies. These fuckers don't need no cause. Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons! Their powers combined, a group of fantasy authors take on a sadistic games master. Will they survive? I don't know. I'm not your mother. Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
Hey there, I'm John Hartness, and I'll be playing the role of Fandingo the Feathered. In real life, I write multiple series, including The Black Knight Chronicles, Quincy Harker Demon Hunter, and Bubba the Monster Hunter. And there will be more information coming on our next episode about the release date of the newest Bubba the Monster Hunter book, because hopefully by then I'll have figured out what the title is.
Hi, I'm Joseph Brassi. I play the role of Bjork Bjornsson, enthusiastic and violent barbarian. I was an author on the Mongoliad books. My novels Skyfarer and Dragon Road of the Drifting Land series are available from Angry Robot Books. And I am the author of such non-existent titles as Face, Base, Place, the story of the face on the base and the place.
Hey everyone, my name is Rick Gualtieri and I play Silas Maine. In real life I write several things, including Bill of the Dead, Tome of Bill, Hybrid of High Moon. My latest release, Kraken Hunters, the final book in the Crypto Hunter trilogy, is out there, although you probably don't know because Amazon's not telling anybody. Lucky me, but trust me, it's out there. Go check it out.
Hi there, I'm Steve Wetherill, and I play Brandon Firemaster, currently getting the shit kicked out of him. In real life, I write such books as the Doomsayer Journeys with Falstaff Books, and I co-write such books as Brandon Firemaster and Some Other Guys, now available in print, digital on Amazon, with audio coming soon. Go and check that out for continuing adventures of the world's most attractive warrior monk.
Hey everybody, I am Drew Hayes, author of books such as Superpowered, NPCs, Fred the Vampire Accountant, and Villain's Code, the newest of which, Bones of the Past, is available right now in ebook and print and on audio on March 30th. And yes, it is through Tantor with Amy. She is returning. They are hard at work, and so we are happy to have that coming out soon. When last we left our intrepid adventurers, they were, well, fighting a bunch of monsters in the sand, really. They were messing around with the sand. They poked some stuff. Monsters came out, and then Silas Maine shot a arrow into a rock. And then the rock began to split apart.
Fuck that rock.
And now, the thing within the rock is going to roll initiative.
Did I say fuck that rock? I meant I'm really sorry, Rock.
I want a rock!
I don't!
Wow, Fandango, that's a real weird place for you to come in. So the rock cracks apart, an ear-splitting howl kind of comes out.
Nope, don't like that.
Horrendous-looking monster thing kind of saunters into view.
That
and
might be the most horrendous thing we've ever fought.
Indeed.
Or ran away from. Just putting that out there.
Excuse me, ear-splitting howl is my fucking gig.
So, Fandango, I'm guessing you're currently in your bard form, right?
Yes, I believe that's correct. I had switched from bird to bard.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that, because it means you probably have better AC.
It's decent, yeah.
All right.
The monster's pleased to hear that because there's more of you to eat.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, a 13's not going to do much.
You are correct.
All right. Well, it chomps twice, and then that is the monster's turn. Now it is Fandingo's turn.
Okay, I am far closer to a monster than I ever want to be. So,
Try biting him back. See how he likes it.
Turnabout is fair play.
strangely enough, I have what I consider a much better idea.
And untrue. Think of all those illegitimate children you have out there. You're the monster here.
Well, this monster is going to dimension door right the fuck out of here.
He's just popping out for cigarettes. He'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be back soon.
That's what he said to Mommy, too.
Yes, it is. I'm going to cast Dimension Door and teleport very far to the far southwest corner of the visible area.
I like to think that when you dimension door away in these cowardly manners, that it's like you're doing a cartoon thing where you lift your arms and leg and then you vanish and there's like a smoke-shaped Fandango where you were.
I like to think that too. Just for the record, it's only semi-cowardly because I did measure it and I am still within firebolt range, so I can still shoot at the asshole.
Ah, yes, the old relative cowardice distance measurement.
But I'm going way the hell down here.
Understandably so. Bjorg, you are a Northman.
I'm going north. Yeah, I'm going to rush this fucker. Alright, I'm going to make my way over there, and I'm going to drop my 2 raging attacks. Let's do this.
Before you roll, well, never mind.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. I actually did mean to declare, but oh well.
Well, the first one hits.
Yep, second one doesn't, but that's okay. Let's do that damage. 13.
Okay. What weapon are you using?
Great sword.
Properties.
It is +2 and magic.
Okie dokie. And that great sword, so that is slashing. All right.
Yes.
Then you do 13 damage.
Sweet.
You slice it, and it lets out a... Yeah, not fun. All right, Brandon Thighmaster.
I don't really have any kind of strategy right now. We haven't seen what this thing can do. And, you know, if you don't have a strategy, rush in and gub the fucker. I will move to the other side of it, just to, I don't know, make the map look more interesting.
Flanking bonus.
And I will spend a key point to do a flurry of blows. So I believe that's 4 attacks.
Nice.
I will do bite, claw, and I guess a bite again. Jump.
Man.
10, 23,
Dang.
20, 21.
Well, the last 3 hit.
Well,
The 10, shockingly, does not.
I was due a good roll.
You were due several good rolls, apparently.
25 damage then.
Well, 25, potentially. Your cat claws. Any special properties on this I should know about?
My claws count, and teeth, and presumably any part of my body, should I wish to attack this thing with my dick, counts as magical weapons for damage purposes.
That is right. Yes, you do. Okay.
If you
Those are
decide
slashing
to
and
attack
piercing.
this thing with your dick, that is a very strange way to choose to renounce your vow of celibacy. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I haven't really thought through the philosophical ramifications of doing
I'm
so.
not trying to shame. If you want to, I mean, look, I'm a bard. You do you. But that's weird, even for me.
Well, I'm still getting used to this new body. We'll see what happens.
All right. Gordon is going to go, oh my god, what the hell is that thing?
Useful as usual.
I mean, it's a sensible reaction.
Gonna go take cover in the corpses.
He's a smart dude.
Chicken shit monkey. Jesus.
All right. Klaus begins to pleasure himself.
Awesome.
All the Kruthliks are dead. Stallion of the gods.
Well, since I can't poke my own eyes out with hooves, I will take an action and turn into myself.
Poke your eyes out with thumbs.
Well, maybe next round.
All right. The Sailor Moon-esque transformation sequence begins. You spin through the air, swirling sparkles and magic. And on the other side, you emerge. Silas Kane.
That is a
Right.
serious downgrade.
Oh, I forgot you were him.
I like you much better as the whole horse instead of just the horse's ass.
Check to make sure I'm not accidentally wearing my mask. And back up to line of shot. So, yeah.
All right. It is this one's turn. Okay, y'all have been doing enough that it is getting worried. And so this thing is going to change position slightly.
Why is the conclusion that a sentence never surrenders?
You know, life. Life is what it is.
Because we have two modes. Mildly effective and Bjork fucking killed it.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like if you were watching a bunch of clowns at a circus, and then one of those clowns turned into Bjork, I guess.
And just beat the shit out of a monster that was nearby.
That's a pretty apt description of us, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a cute little pig. Ah, it's murdering everything.
Well, in all fairness, boars tend to murder everything.
That is true.
That is a thing that they do.
Bjorg is 1 in 100 feral hogs.
You should have made him like a potbelly pig. That would have been so much cuter.
Well, I thought I would get more with this, but it is what it is. All right. So the creature is going to move to here, and yes, that does provoke attacks of opportunity for Brandon and Bjorg. Do you have reactions left?
I
Nice.
do.
In that case, I'm going to chomp at it again. 21.
That'll hit.
Take a swing, and that is an 18.
That will hit too.
4 damage from the chomp.
13 from the slash.
All right, y'all take some out of it, and then this thing lets out a mind-breaking howl.
Oh god.
Don't like that.
Silly creature.
So that's a DC 16 Wisdom save for Brandon and Bjorg. Oh, I guess I went to all the trouble of... It's a cone, so you know. What's up?
Oh wow.
That's a big cone.
Gunther?
I mean, we have to put up with so much whining bullshit. I'm just saying we should probably get advantage on this. Wisdom.
What is this thing, a child?
Oh no, it's the color pattern is what I could find for a cone.
No. I'm referring to its size. That's some baby shit right there.
Oh my god. Natural 1 wisdom save, so I did not make that.
Bjorg rolls a 7.
Um,
This is going to be good.
Silas, you are a paladin. As I recall, you have some effects on people where fear is concerned within a range. What is that range, and what are those effects?
That range is, I think... all right, hold on. Fear.
Probably not big enough to save us.
For reference, they are 65 feet away.
Not even close to that.
Alrighty. Then you have both failed. You are both frightened until the end of the next turn. Your speed is halved, and you are incapacitated. You cannot take actions or reactions. For frightened, you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls when the source of fear is within your line of sight, and you can't willingly move closer to it.
Can I run uselessly in a circle?
Not really, because every time you started moving closer to it, you would have to stop.
I can't even do that.
What is this?
All right, Fendingo, you are up.
Well, goddamn. It just, took a hallucinogenic shit on my friends. That's cooler than I thought it was going to be.
That's my move!
So I'm going to move forward because it got out of range, and I'm going to cast and hurl a chromatic orb at this fucker.
Alrighty.
Give it some static.
That's a ranged spell attack. I will choose to deal thunder damage.
Alrighty.
So, drum solo time, bitches. 17 for a ranged spell attack.
That will hit.
Alrighty. Yep, 3d8 thunder damage. Yeah, so 12 thunder damage.
Alright.
Boom.
You strike it, and it hits, and the creature seems annoyed, but that's about it. I mean, it do damage, but, it's still up. Alright, Bjork.
Do I get another save, or do I...
No, you
do I just
are
sit there?
So this is a constant one. So this goes until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
So you don't get another save, but it's got a locked-in timeline.
Okay.
So you cannot take actions or reactions. So yeah, I think you just have to stay there for this turn, basically.
Okay.
Because you're incapacitated. Yeah.
Ah! Ah!
Speaking of, Brandon Thighmaster.
Something similar, I should imagine. Just doing that face cats do when they're really freaked out.
I know the face. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that. While Bjorg screams, imagine that cat face.
Brandon Thighmouster is now a meme.
Might also be doing that thing where they go up on their hind legs and just kind of totter around like some ridiculous Laurel and Hardy sketch. Yeah, so that's my turn.
Oh, what the hell? Gordon is going to pick up a hunk off of the monsters and hurl it at you guys, screaming, "Snap out of it!"
Shut up.
He does not do well.
This is a standard reaction to a cat screaming, so...
All right, well, he doesn't hurt anyone or himself, but yeah, he tries to break a tooth off of the thing and just snaps the head off instead and gets himself covered in blood. Yeah, you can hear ew, 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 ew.
That's quite terrifying.
Yeah.
No, Gordon, we burn the bodies of our enemies later.
Klaus continues his journey to self-satisfaction. Stallion of the Gods.
And I move away from Klaus, hopefully to a point where I can't see him as well, but where the rock is not blocking me from this thing. And I'm going to unleash 2 arrows in this guy, and in honor of Klaus, although not his jacking off, I'm going to use Sharpshooter.
In honor of Klaus, I'm going to maximize my chance of failing this shot.
Yep. So 22, and I think the other one is just an 11.
The 22 will hit. Do you have anything that negates cover?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter because disadvantage wouldn't really change your rolls. So, all right,
No.
It's not worth figuring out. Yeah, the 27 will hit, or the 22 will hit.
All right, then that'll be 23 damage.
Okay.
Dang.
You do a heck of a shot, and you put a big hole in it, but it is still standing.
Oh, and apparently I can cause fear. I actually can't help them with that, so even if I was near them, they'd still be basket cases.
You could just make it worse.
Oh boy, that's what this is. Yeah.
You're gonna have a bad day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy gets advantage on you guys because of the whole incapacitated and frightened thing. And then there's a secondary bit to his that. You know what? You guys are just each going to get one. You're each going to get one bite. That feels like the fairest way to do it.
Bunch of pussies.
That's
So
fair.
top one is for Steve. These are going to be with advantage.
On bad rolls.
All right. So first one, 12. All right, Steve. I'm pretty sure you're okay.
Yeah, that misses.
Oh, Bjork.
That's not good. That's
That
not
is-
good.
That's less than great.
All right, how much hit points total did I take?
Well, so
Gotta
From-
divide some of that in half.
yes. Oh no. The thing is that your damage reduction doesn't work on psychic, remember?
That's right. Is that all psychic?
No. So that's
Okay.
19 of it is piercing,
Okay.
but 38 of it is psychic.
Holy
Okay.
fuck.
Oh, shit.
Let me do some math.
He crit.
Thankfully, I have a lot of hit points. Yeah, it's half my hit points.
That's worrying.
The good news is you're no longer frightened or incapacitated because it's the
All
end of
right.
its turn.
The worst has already happened.
Fendingo,
Help.
will you fireball Bjork now?
Oh, please don't.
What's on the ground around that rock?
Sand and rock.
Pebbles?
I'm gonna say, I'm sure a few. It kind of broke into just big chunks as the thing came forth, but I'm sure there are a few small debris in there.
I gotta see the timing on this and see if it'll be any use in this fight. Okay,
Oh, and
yeah.
And Drew, that disadvantage thing from last time, unless it's total cover, I ignore it.
Cool. Again, it wouldn't have changed your rolls, but
Yeah.
good to know.
So there's some rocks and shit, right?
Yeah, there are a few. I would say if you need like a swarm of them, probably not, but if you need a couple, you're fine.
I will take as many as I can get. Basically, I'm going to animate up to 10 non-magical objects, and their size determines how many I can animate.
I mean, these would just be, I suppose, like, for the smaller ones, maybe like fist-sized.
All right, that's probably a small object.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, how many of those are there?
Oh, roll me a d8.
Okay. All right, so there's 4 small rocks.
Yep.
All right. Are there any bigger or smaller?
Yeah, there are many big old slabs of rock, but those would occupy about the size of a large creature.
Well, then fuck it. I'll take 2 of those and 2 of the small ones.
Alrighty.
Because large targets count as 4 objects. So,
Cool deal.
range on the spell is 120 feet. So, I'm close enough. And then my bonus action, I can command them to attack.
Alrighty.
That's 2 rocks plus 6 to hit. So,
What
9.
spell is this again?
It's animate object.
Yeah, that is a good spell.
That's why they hold that till 5th level.
Yeah.
Because it's a good spell.
You guys are getting up there.
First rock's a 9. Second rock's a 14. Then I've got 2 little rocks, 2 small rocks. And the first one of those is a 14. And then the last rock is a 25.
Alright, roll damage on that last rock.
I want to rock.
I want a rock.
8. Because it's 1d8 plus 2.
Okay. And that was the small one that hit?
Yeah.
Alright, so you see Fendingo raise his hands, and several of the rocks like form up, and the big ones take mighty swings that the thing dodges out of the way, and then a little one just leaps up and pops it in the eye, and you hear something in its head snap, and it falls over.
Years of training in the arcane arts to huck a rock at it. Nicely done.
The rock sucked itself.
Bitch,
murder.
I'm mighty. I told you.
With murderous efficiency. The rock is definitely now posing on top, like waving little rock hands in the air.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
outflexing Brandon.
I mean, these things are... these things stay animated for a while.
Oh.
So-
Bjorg comes out of his... You're like, ah!
Yeah, but you have to concentrate on him. Oh, you only get a minute, actually. That's
I
not
get a
too
minute.
bad.
Yeah.
Minute with concentration. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
We can smell what that rock is cooking.
Oh, I'm probably gonna lose concentration when I turn back into a parrot.
I'm going to say to the rock, go on, go see your dad. You serve a dad.
It's gonna flex on you.
Bjorg.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any sort of self-healing abilities or anything you wanted to utilize in your turn.
Yeah, no, Bjorg doesn't. I don't believe Bjorg has any healing abilities.
Alrighty.
He's gonna stand there, covered in like blood chunks, since this thing took a big old bite out of him.
Brandon Thighmaster.
This hurts.
Blood chunks.
It's okay, Bjorg. I killed it for you.
Bjorg looks dejected.
Considering, I guess I'm not freaking out anymore. I don't have to use my stillness of mind.
That ended when the Howler ended its turn.
Well, cats are really good at just pretending they weren't, just being a total dick. So I'll do that thing cats do. And I'll wander over and see how my ball is doing. Now that I have some time, I'll investigate this.
Okay. You are investigating one of the... Actually, yeah, the orb that you found in the dune right here. By the way, I have marked the dunes that y'all have explored, whether they were monsters or orbs. And then, as a reminder, Silas, you were exploring a orb around the tree, but it's been a few weeks since we played and everything, so I'm just giving everybody a fair refresher. All right, we have Gordon up, who mutters, thing's about to go anyway, fine. I don't remember if I actually have a character portrait for Gordon. I'm now realizing. Do we just
Skip.
always use the
The
little
goblin?
gremlin guy? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it
so.
kinda
Yeah,
does.
that's
Yeah.
what it's been since Gordon first.
Yeah. All
That's
right.
just
Well,
how we see him.
Gordon is going to shift back to human form, even though it's not going to look that way on the map.
Etu, Gordon.
Here, can I give him a symbol? There, human. He has a face.
He had a face before.
This one looks less like his ass. Slightly.
He is going to do a 3rd level healing word on Bjorn.
Oh, thank you. I feel less like a Lunchable now.
You get 20 back.
Yay.
I realize I'm going to have to.
I'm glad I only got bitten by that thing once.
Yeah, that fear combo ability is where it gets you. All right. Klaus is still going to town. Silas.
Go back to checking out the tree orb.
Right. Just go ahead and give me a perception.
9.
All right. You can still see that there is something up in the tree, but you're not sure like quite how to get at it, like what the most efficient way would be. But you knew it was there. You just still only have a general area. You're catching little flicks of the light of it in the light.
That doesn't count as an action, right? Looking at it?
No.
Or does it?
That was just me seeing
All
what
right.
you saw.
Then I'm not going to waste my minute anymore. I'll turn back into a horse's ass.
As a heads up, it's not a shift out and back thing. You get once per day to a max, or once per long rest to a maximum.
Then,
or no, I think I'm doing short rest. I'm sorry. Once per short rest to a maximum.
then I'll pull up my sword and start hacking down the tree.
Okay, roll me an attack.
Nat 1.
Roll me a d20.
We did not have great luck chopping down trees, if I recall.
12. Yeah, I should have burned it down.
Is your sword magical in any way?
No.
Okay. You slice very badly with a sword not made for it against a hard tree, and your sword does not shatter, but you do hear some rough scraping, and you see that there are some long, rough nicks along the edge. That sword is going to be at risk of breaking until it is repaired.
Thank you, Tor. You know the rest.
All right. Fandingo.
Well, it looks like I'm next to a mound of dirt,
You are indeed next to a mound of dirt.
so I'm going to look at the mound of dirt.
All right. Roll me a perception.
15.
Excellent. Roll me a dexterity.
Check or save? Save.
Save. Yeah.
1. Nat 1.
All right. Fandingo, you are unable to resist the urge to do a jig as you uncover 3 more of the glowing orbs and not anything trying to kill you.
Oh,
I mean, that seems legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That worked
found
out all right.
I found glowy rocks. I'm going to dance.
Yeah. There's orbs in them, they're saying.
Hey, Macarena. Aye.
All right, Bjorg.
Are there any more mounds?
There are not. You have explored all of them. Yeah, you guys have explored all of the mounds.
And there's no other monsters that we can see.
Uh,
Is there anything left to investigate?
I mean,
well, there's still the tree that Silas is trying to fight with a sword very badly.
Bjorg will walk over to that tree. That is not how you chop down a tree.
Would you like to show him how to chop down a tree?
Well, would that damage the sword? It's magic, but
Is yours magical?
yeah.
That will help. Don't roll a natural 1 will also help.
Fair. Bjorg will
you
attack
probably
the tree.
can do just as much damage punching the tree.
I'm not bragging.
Honestly, I'm more afraid for the tree.
Also valid.
Bjorg is going to attack the tree. That's 28.
28 will hit.
12 damage.
All right, you tear a mighty slash into the side of this thing, and there is a rough crackling as several branches kind of tumble down, exposing a better view of the orb kind of nestled up in those branches. All right, Brandon Thighmaster, you are up, sir.
I am bored of this orb now. I am going to trundle it along to Gordon. Say, Gordon, could you carry this orb, please? Being as you have thumbs.
I'd love to, but it really cramps my whole style, and
Oh, yeah, it's so useless. Okay, I have no way of transporting this orb that isn't obscene. I guess I'll just bat it along with me and move over to the tree a bit more.
Or you could bring it over here where I have 3 other orbs and am in my bipedal form.
but I am also curious to watch this tree fall on those guys. So
That's fair.
I sort of assume you guys are just going to stow these in the same place you've been putting away those sacks of materials you've been finding that we haven't really bothered fleshing out the details on. I assume you have a sack of shit somewhere that you're dragging from place to place.
Yeah, it's a shame they don't have a pack horse or anything.
Yeah, we could shove this stuff up his ass.
I thought we'd been piling that stuff on top of boar and horse. Yeah, I'll wait till the boar and horse come back and put it in the dragging sack, I guess.
The unseen dragging sack.
Yeah, that sounds about as appropriate as anything else we do.
Dragging
It's the
a
editor
sack
of the
around.
team. Unseen, but absolutely essential.
Yeah, then that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to watch. I don't have any movement left, I don't think, so I'm just going to watch how this tree malarkey plays out. I think malarkey's probably the right word.
While he is still in human form, Gordon is going to give you a heal as well.
Oh, that's very good of you.
7.
7 is better than nothing, thank you.
What the hell? He didn't do real well, so we'll go ahead and knock out a healing word on you too.
Excellent.
10.
10 is good.
Yeah.
Puts me in a much better position.
Klaus. Well, we're not going to describe what's happening with Klaus. Let's just say he has
Now I kind of want the tree to fall on me.
Silas K.
All right, I guess I'll try to climb up and get the orb.
Okay, roll me a athletics.
26.
Holy shit! Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you climb up and grab the orb. That is plenty.
It'd just be hilarious if you just got to that top of the tree and just turned into a horse again.
That would be great. All right, so you all have Silas has the orb. You guys have found 5 orbs. You are out of trees and out of dunes.
Were we looking for orbs?
I have
Not
no idea.
originally. You just started finding them and kind of kept going.
Can I do like a knowledge arcana check? What do these orbs look like?
They look like kind of a crystalline structure with a soft inner glow. They are hard to the touch. You're not sure what they might be useful for, but so far you guys haven't really found anything you weren't able to trade away. Even if you chose not to, the option was there, so presumably there's some value to them.
Can I do a knowledge arcana check and see if I recognize them for anything?
Sure.
15.
You are pretty sure this looks like some sort of calcified mineral that probably had like latent magical properties. It's not especially potent or powerful, but you're just like, it's sort of like a geode, but in a world of magic.
It's a rock, guys.
Well, that makes sense.
Yay.
I guess we can trade them to some kind of rock nerd. Put them in the dragging sack.
To the dragging sack! Back into animals.
Poof.
In Bjorg and
Filthy
Vendingo's case,
animals.
y'all have been.
Damn it! Pig noises.
Does anyone have anything else they would like to do aside from adding the orbs to the unseen dragging sack on this map?
Now that I'm a bird again, I want to go shit on the dead monster.
That is absolutely your prerogative. Gordon will quickly turn back into a bear. Or whatever he is on the... Yeah, he's a bear. I have to find him a bear icon, but he turns into a bear.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Klaus.
Oh,
Well-
there we go. There's the bear.
What does that other gorilla turn into?
Still a gorilla.
Okay. I'm watching you, gorilla turn. You have failed this interview. He doesn't seem upset by that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really give you a reply. That one is an actual gorilla, so not a lot of vocal options there.
But it's a weird island. He could just be very rude. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's a bear. Klaus is not going to enjoy that.
I would say that's why Klaus is keeping his distance, but we all know why Klaus is keeping his distance.
I think we're more keeping our distance.
Yeah. Okay. So if no one has anything else they need to do on this map, then we will begin y'all moving forward once more.
See if we can find a less boring part of the desert.
Maybe one with a mostly naked monk in it.
That would be ideal. I assume that my body is in the most interesting part of the desert.
Yeah.
You
The
would assume that?
interesting part.
Great, more Mr. Fister, probably.
I mean, when is there not more Mr. Fister?
That sounds like a sex toy you buy from Ronco.
Okay. We're gonna turn. Who is keeping track of the inventory, real quick? Who is noting the fact that you guys do have some orbs?
I wrote down some orbs.
Maybe write down 5 orbs.
Might be a solid idea.
5 orbs, 2 sacks of items, I believe.
Actually, we have 5 sacks of material.
All right.
Are these more children?
Right.
The sacks?
Is this more brand egg children?
Oh, the orbs.
No, these don't seem to have any personality.
So they're Toreg children.
Perhaps.
Let's see. I'll throw one at you and see if it hurts. If so, then they're Toreg children.
Speaking of children, is your creepy little rock baby still following us?
No, when I turned back into a parrot, my concentration broke. So my rocks are now just rocks again. Until I finish a long rest to get all my spells back.
Your rocks are just rocks, and Klaus's rocks are off.
Oh dear.
You indeed. So as you all are heading down through the desert, why doesn't everybody give me a perception check?
Because that always means that something terrible is about to happen and we don't want to.
Not always.
What do I roll for willful ignorance?
In our case, it would be what we rolled for our character stats.
It's true.
I was gonna say whatever y'all usually do seems to work pretty well.
6.
Silas rolls a 15.
Brandon Firemaster rolls an 11.
And Bjorg rolls a 7.
Okay, so Brandon and Gordon, they notice something off in the distance. They notice like some swaying, some movement, like a little weird trick of the light. Silas, you are pretty sure you see water.
I am pretty sure I see water.
Dumbass, we're in a desert. There ain't no water here. That's a mirage.
Maybe it's holy water.
Be cooler if that was, huh?
Then it ain't going to be anywhere close to you.
All right. Are y'all gonna head toward the Oasis illusion of death
Of
/
course.
safety?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's
Why
head
wouldn't
towards
we?
the totally normal water place of safety.
Absolutely.
I mean,
All right.
look, one of the people with a vote is the guy who opened the box with scorpions written on it.
If there's water over there, this desert becomes a beach, and that is just much better all around.
But is it good for cats?
I don't think smearing oil on that form is going to go well, Brandon.
No, you're probably right.
Cats hate water.
What is a beach if not a giant cat box?
Oh, God.
Why?
Wait, I can fly. I don't care where Brandon shits.
Cursed thoughts.
All right. So as y'all head toward the water, more of you are able to see it and notice it, and then you kind of crest a dune and find yourself arriving at an oasis.
I did not see that coming.
I didn't either. I assumed Silas didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
What is that on the rock?
So you can notice a big old tent set up right there. There is a chummy-looking kind of giant beetle-ish creature with just the head poking out, and the rest of it is kind of jammed up on the entrance. And then there is a kind of chipper-looking scorpion sunning on the rock. And the beetle creature kind of waves as you all come into view. Oh, hello there. Hello. How are you all today?
Greetings, sinners.
Okay.
I'm a pig.
Nice. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Is there food? Is there food or booze or parrots in that tent?
Oh, not really food. Not as such. No parrots. No booze. You mean the alcohol? No.
Drugs?
No, just my helpers.
Scorpion, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you live in a box?
No.
He can't have come from the other ones then.
Hands a lot.
Have any of you seen an almost naked bald human?
Nope. I can't say I have. Scramp, you seen a human? No.
Can I
Mandel,
do
what
some
about
kind
you?
of perception check to see if the beetle has a tell, so I know if he's lying?
I believe that's going to be an insight.
I believe that's going to be a problem. 13, because I'm not very insightful.
No, but you rolled well. There's nothing. You don't know beetles very well, but there's nothing about this that makes you feel like they're lying. Generally speaking, so far these creatures have been pretty forthcoming if they've seen your bodies.
Which makes me even more distrustful.
Yeah, reasonable.
While all this conversation's happening, Brandon is going to wander over to the water and wash some of the goop off of him.
Excellent. So I don't mean to be a prying pal, but I can't help but notice that some of you are carrying a bit of the crystallized magical elements that can be found in this area. Were any of you looking to maybe trade those in? Get a little extra something on your equipment?
We could possibly be persuaded to trade some of this stuff in. I mean, we did have to fight really hard for it, so we do place a little bit of a premium on things that we almost got eaten acquiring. But yeah,
And we lost half our party, so we're grieving. So if you can make us a better deal.
Nope, no real deals to make. It's just the process. I eat the ore, and the magic that comes out of it is applied to your equipment.
Oh,
All right, I'll bring the sack over. Be like, we got 5. You're a parrot. You're not bringing anything over.
Oh,
I'm also
fine.
not 100% sure I want the beetle taking a shit on any of my stuff.
I am 100% sure I wanted shitting on your stuff.
Five. Five opens up some options. So my little helpers, they know 3 inscriptions they could throw onto a piece of gear if you have one. But I can get enough magic out of 1 orb. But then there's the raw improvements that we can throw on. But those, I have to eat 4 in order to get enough raw power for one of those. So rather than go through, I'm just going to give you guys. So for 4 orbs, you may add a +1 to an animal armor or a +1 to an animal weapon. For 1 orb, you can get an enchantment added to your animal armor. So that is you can get a once per long rest double speed bonus for 3 rounds, a once per long rest double jump bonus for 3 rounds, and a once per long rest double spit. You gain a swim speed equal to your normal speed times 2 for 3 rounds.
I already got that last one.
And they also have, if you have gear, like sacks of gear, you may trade them in as well. I'm just going to show you guys this handout, because
Hey.
there you go. So I'll read through this for everyone who is listening at home, because these are the same options from when y'all last had this opportunity. So the sacks of gear, sacks of material can be traded. 3 of them can add a reload function to 1 ranged weapon. 2 sacks of material can add a shield device to 1 character. 5 sacks of material can add a studded leather armor to 1 character. And 4 sacks of material can add reach to 1 weapon. These are all animal weapons,
It would be fun to see a parrot in studded leather armor, though.
I mean, look, I would rock that shit. So, I mean, I'm in, but some of you that actually get the fuck beat out of you might make
There are some
use of
options
it.
here, yeah. We can make somebody a little bit deadlier or a little bit harder to kill, or we can do some fun stuff.
I'm thinking adding reach to Bjorg's weapons would be pretty darn useful.
Well,
I would not mind having reach.
Bjorg, do you have any kind of shield?
Somebody
Brandon,
has a shield device.
And remember, to have a enchantment added, you need a shield or an armor.
I got some kit. I think it just makes me see in the dark. I don't even
Yeah,
know
you've got goggles.
It's just
Yeah.
Chester Cheetah goggles going on.
You all got, all of you got weapons as your default. I don't believe any of you have purchased animal armor.
I was sure somebody got a shield. Could be wrong.
Maybe somebody did. I could be
I
wrong.
thought we bought a shield for Bjorg when he wasn't here.
Yes, we did. We probably should have told him he's got a shield. That might be
Yeah.
a useful thing for him to know.
Probably. Yeah, that sounds so much like us.
Hmm.
It kind of has to be what we did.
So Bjork's just been rocking this like automated shield. Just like, oh yeah, hang on, buddy. Turn it on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you need to turn that on. Yeah.
And Brandon, it fucks with all your stuff if you use a shield or armor, right?
Yeah, I can't really use any of this stuff without messing up my monk abilities. So, cat monk abilities.
So we're basically looking at throwing stuff onto Bjorg. Silas, you've got a bow thing that we could add a reload thing to it.
Silas
No,
already
I-
bought the reload.
Oh,
yeah, I already
okay.
have the reload.
Yeah. All right, so we'll
Yeah.
figure this one out before next week. Does anyone have any other questions for Brattlebert or Scramped?
No, I don't want to know how the shitting process works. I'm prepared just to keep the wonder alive. I don't
You don't want to know how the
explain to me.
sausage is made?
No.
All right, so if we have like a leftover orb and like spare magical mojo, and I maybe cast a spell and we mash some food together, can we come up with drugs?
I mean, you can always try eating stuff with magic in it. You never know what's going to happen.
That sounds like terrible advice.
Fendingo's going to try and bite an orb.
You peck at the orb. It is very tough. Brattlebert kind of watches you. I should perhaps mention I have special acids in my stomach that help with the digestion process.
Yes, you perhaps should have mentioned that.
Well, I just did.
He's not wrong.
Okay, yeah, that's all I got.
All right. I think as we lounge around the oasis and contemplate what to buy from the very helpful beetle, that is a good place to rest for this episode of Authors and Dragons, at least for the game portion, because as you know, we are not done. While this is happening, we've got Joe doing the live blog at facebook.com. And of course, we take your questions at the end. But before that, we have to take your questions from the Discord, because those are our Patreons. And well, that's one of the perks. So, Rick.
And if
what
people
are-
wanted to be able to jump the line and join our Patreon, how would they do that, Drew?
Probably by joining patreon.com/authorsandragons.
What other kind of awesome things could they get?
I don't know, man. Probably some cool shit.
Yeah, they can watch. They probably watch some movies with us and shit.
Yeah.
In fact, we watched a really good movie just this past weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, we
wait,
did
wait,
do
wait, wait,
Carousel.
wait. Really good.
Enjoyable movie. A
Okay.
movie that we greatly enjoyed watching.
You guys are forgetting the masterpiece that is the Princess Switch. Come
There
on.
is that too. Yeah.
So if you want even more of our bullshit, join our Patreon.
All right, Rick, what's up?
All right. Well, our friend Jen asks, "What's a quirky habit one of your pets has or had?"
I don't know if it's quirky, but my cat is just a grumpy motherfucker. It's just, I just go in and see it now and then. And since I kind of left the house, it thinks it's clever, so it'll be fed. And I will come in and it'll just go, ah! I'll go, I know you've been fed. And I'll start trying to like explain to it that it can't just go, ah! And then it'll go, ah! At me. And it'll just carry on. I'll just end up in this kind of semi-abusive relationship with my cat. It's gaslighting me constantly for more food. And yeah, it's otherwise a very adorable, sort of tiny, handsome little beastie. But then as soon as I stand up or move, it's like, well, it's feeding time. And I was like, I know it's not feeding time because I literally just fed you. And it's ah! At me. So, I don't know if that's a quirk or just my cat's a dick. All cats are dicks.
I'm going with the latter there.
Yeah.
My cat is an aggressive head bumper. Like will not do it to any other human on the planet or in the house. Like, this cat avoids almost everybody else, but it will trundle up to me. She will trundle up to me. She's 12 years old, so she's getting on in years. But she'll trundle up to me in the evening, and she'll just, like, I'll be sitting down, and this cat will put her paws on my knees, lift herself up, and, like, there's, like, gentle headbutts, and then there's what my cat does to me, which is literally just, like, slam her forehead into my chin. It's like being headbutted by a tiny wrestler. And then if I don't pay attention to her, she'll reach up and she'll sink her claws into my beard and do it again.
Just headbutting it constantly.
Yeah, no, she literally, like she'll climb up. If I lay down, she'll immediately climb up onto my chest and start headbutting me furiously.
Your cat was like a dude bro named Brett in a former life.
It's just super aggressive about it.
Is your cat like Samoan?
Yeah, I come home and find my cat doing the haka.
Yeah, or like you find out your cat is The Rock's first cousin or something. Mine, and it's just been the past few months, but my cat has decided that if either my wife or I are sitting in the den, he must be lying on our chest. That doesn't matter if we're sitting straight up, which makes it very hard to lie on one's chest. No. And at 15 pounds worth of long-haired kitty, he can get pretty damn emphatic about things. So yeah, I basically find myself getting body slammed by my cat.
Well, every day around 5 or 6 o'clock, my dog Axel changes color.
What?
Yes. It's serious. I've told this to people, they call bullshit, and then they come over and they're like, holy shit, you were right. He's a white bulldog mix. No matter how much he slept during the day, he starts to get tired around 5 or 6, and his body just flushes bright pink. And his hair is light enough where his body will turn pink.
That's hilarious.
Your dog's just got a booze problem you don't know about, man.
Dog's cracking a cold one.
Either that or Rick's projecting.
It's...
Oh, God.
No, go ahead.
So Winston is a corgi mix. So he's like kind of long and just a very dense, round dog, like a cylinder. And this is prevalent because one of the tricks he knows is stick 'em up, where he'll, do like the begging motion. If you say bang bang, he'll like do a half-hearted rollover. He's a real lazy asshole. I love him very much, but he's a lazy dog. But one of the things is, like, because he does his like stick 'em up so well, it always gets a big reaction from people. And the weird shape of his body, he's kind of just like sitting on his butt, so he can hold it forever. And so if there's not as prevalent, obviously, this year, but if there's like a gathering or people are over or anything, he'll just make his rounds from one to another. If people don't notice him right away, he'll do the stick 'em up and he'll just kind of sit there staring at them, standing with his paws up like, hey, I'm doing the trick, asshole. Give me food.
Well, at least your dog is providing some kind of value and not just emotional abuse.
Not just screaming.
My cat also has a fixation on Monterey Jack cheese.
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah,
I think
that's
he's
a
doing a
quirk.
trip. I just have a mood dog. All right.
And it only changes one color.
Before we start the next question, I have a request from Ross, one of our fans. It's a shame Bevan's not here because we now have the opportunity to say fuck you to a baby. It's Marcus, aka Baby Firemaster, our youngest A&D fan. Has his first birthday this month. And Ross says, I don't know how you feel about telling a 1-year-old to fuck off. But
Fuck
it
off,
would
baby.
make me happy.
Man,
Like, literally the
Joe's been
nicest
waiting
one
for
of
that
us.
moment.
The nice one on the podcast didn't bat a fucking eye.
Blazing out.
Not even
Kid
room
has-
for consideration there. Just tick that one off the list. Fuck off, baby.
Yeah.
Fuck you, baby.
Yeah, fuck you, baby Marcus.
Fuck you,
I
baby.
guess fuck you, baby Marcus. Yeah. Joe saw an opportunity and pounced. And
Hey, baby Marcus. Fuck you.
I'm proud of that one. That was a good
All right.
one.
All right, Rick, what do we got now?
All right, our friend Dragon asks, have you ever finished a scene or story and decided that you abused the characters too much and had to go back and rebalance things?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Not really.
I've written a scene and thought other people might feel that way, but I've never doubted it, no.
I'm usually pretty nice to my characters, even in Shingles. I sometimes finish the Shingles and think, I should have been shittier. I'm letting the side down here. But, no, never the other way around, really.
This is, I guess this sort of counts. When I was doing a very early chapter in Mongoliad, so this is when I was a lot greener than I am now, I had a scene where a character gets into a fight with a number of other characters. And I had misunderstood the lay of the land leading into this chapter. I didn't realize that this character was supposed to be just kind of knocking them around as like a demonstration of their prowess. So I wrote this chapter, and this character essentially walks into a group of randos and just fucking kills all of them. I wrote like it's the equivalent of your sort of two-fisted stranger walking into a bar in the Old West, except he just immediately starts murdering everyone in the room.
Wait, you're saying this was a problem?
Well, it was a problem because this character was supposed to be a good guy, and the people
good
being
at killing
killed were
people.
not bad guys. And
Good is in the eye of the beholder.
I just I got the notes back, and they're like, Joe, it kind of undercuts the audience sympathy for this guy if he just straight up doesn't even talk and just starts murdering people.
Somebody's probably just going to have to be offline and explain to me where the problem is here, because
Yeah, because I'll go through and I'll be editing my stuff and I'll be like, there's not enough emotion in this scene. I'll throw in more abuse.
Very much a cat approach to authoring.
yeah, kind of.
Not enough death.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever said that. I don't think I've ever gotten into 5-digit body counts in one novel.
Oh, I killed half of Boston in one of mine.
Fuck you, Boston.
Like specifically, or Boston got blown up?
Well, if it was specific, it would have been a really fucking long novel.
Yeah, I've wiped out cities off screen before.
God, that would be great. Just going through the phone book and be like,
Like, I went through and wrote a scene where I killed an entire auditorium full of people. And then I killed a prom. So I think I got to like 1,500 in that book.
yeah. I also killed everybody in Norfolk, Massachusetts too.
Fuck you, Norfolk, Massachusetts.
I didn't actually depict the mass murder, but there's a scene in Dragon Road where a character is walking up the steps to a building and is looking around and reflecting that the gardens of this conquered palace, every leaf in the gardens and on the grounds is red. And the story goes that when the castle was taken, basically the person who took it killed so many people that the foliage just grew in red after that.
That's fertilizing.
Change your color palette.
Now you know Now you know why roses are red.
Roses are red, violets are red, everything is red.
Yeah, I think that right there encapsulates the fact that no, we have never thought we've done too much damage to any of our characters.
Rick, why don't you take us to the next question?
All right. All right. Our friend Zach of All Trades asks, do you deserve the fans that you have, or do the fans that you have deserve you?
Wow. That's a dangerous
That's
question
deep.
to answer.
Probably yes and no in different amounts.
Uh-huh. I think with us, our fans know what they're getting.
Yes.
I don't know. I guess feel like if I say I deserve fans, then I feel like an asshole. Like more than the normal acceptable level of asshole.
But like, especially like people who were on the Patreon paying for this, you know. Yeah, yes, yes, at that point they kind of deserve us. They know what they're getting into.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're paying for the privilege of us saying fuck you to their babies.
I'm trying to think of like what an appropriate response to this is. I never take a sale for granted or assumed. Like, I appreciate the fandom that follows me, but I don't assume that means I have success guaranteed. I try my best to live up to the quality of work I have presented so far, and I also try to be a transparent and forthcoming with all the stuff that you want to know. I'm open about my schedule, and if I say I'm going to write something, I'm going to write it, and generally on the time frame I'm going to write it on, with exceptions like 2020 being a fucking clusterfuck tire fire in all things publishing.
Oh, I take the same approach. You know, I
Yeah.
treat every reader how I would want to be treated.
Yeah.
Wow, you hate yourself.
Yeah, spit right in their mouth every time. Like, Joe telling that baby to fuck off.
Unzip, because here comes the splash.
God damn it.
I'd like to roll a perception check.
Oh, is that Bevan?
Stealth Bevan.
I'd say my fans that have left reviews on my latest Shingles book deserve me.
That's fair.
As we all rush.
How many is
As we
that?
all rush to see how many reviews Bob has on his latest shit. No, I'm not really going to look.
I am. Oh, surprise! It's 0.
You jump on this podcast just to shame the listeners. Because if so, well done. Get out there and
I've
review
given you
stuff.
everything, and I can't leave a goddamn review for my Shingles.
Hey, that's as good as time as any to walk on over to Facebook. Joe, what do we got?
Let's see. Our friend Melanie asks, if your characters gave each other Christmas gifts, what would they be?
Oh, God.
Chlamydia,
Oh, horrifying, I'm sure.
A jar of semen.
I was gonna say, I feel like Klaus would give somebody just a stiff rag.
You'd go the Gwyneth Paltrow route, I think, and try and dress it up as something you'd want to have.
I'd say it was magical weasel semen, but it probably wouldn't be.
I don't know.
Well, it definitely wouldn't. Well, actually, no. Who knows? Who knows?
I imagine Merry Christmas from Torag would involve dumping a bucket of like boiling oil on you guys while you slept.
That sounds about right.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that Bjorg would give everyone flower arrangements.
I think if Fendingo was feeling really generous, he would give each of you a private concert. Because everyone deserves some one-on-one time with the fantastical.
Gunther would give edibles.
Gunther's my favorite.
Gunther's my favorite too.
Klaus may also make clothes.
Well, yeah. I don't know what's worse, but Brandon Firemaster would give you a badly drawn stick man with abs and his signature.
I
An
figured
autographed headshot.
I figured Brandon would give us the gift of reminding us that we're not Brandon Thighmaster.
Well, I don't know if that's a special gift. That's just something you can appreciate every day. But it's a one-off. Yeah, maybe a signed headshot done by a very untalented artist.
Let's see here. Our friend Noah asks, okay, you might have to revoke my nerd card, but I have never read any Terry Pratchett. Where do you recommend I start?
Ooh, that's an interesting one because Discworld is so varied.
I mean, I haven't read that much Pratchett, so I'm not going to revoke your nerd card.
Yeah.
I haven't read any Pratchett, so.
Oh, wow.
I'll say Reaper Man. I really love the Death books that Pratchett did within Discworld. I think they were some of the most weird but interesting and a little bit more philosophical in fun ways. I mean, Hogfather is probably the best of them, but Reaper Man is kind of laying the groundwork.
Mm.
So like Reaper Man, Mort, Hogfather, like the Death Run, I think is especially good. And there's not that many of them, so you're not really biting off a lot to take that on.
Yeah, I mean, there's the first initial run of Discworld books where he's really finding his feet, and then when he really gets into them, it's kind of the second run. So I wouldn't recommend the first in any series of books. You got the Watch series, Rincewind, The Witches, Death series, and then you got the kind of one-offs like Moving Pictures, which are all great, and they're all worth reading. Definitely don't start on The Colour of Magic, which is the first Rincewind. I would start on the first of The Watch, which is my favourite ongoing kind of storyline within the Discworld, which is basically a police force in a fantasy city, just trying to do pragmatic policing while there's dragons and shit. And it's the Watch is basically the introduction of these guys. The world's already pretty established by the time they come along, but not too established that you'll feel like you're missing out on a lot of backstory. So I'd start there.
Guards, isn't it?
Yeah, guards.
Yeah, that's one I was going to recommend too, because I really like that one.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Guards.
The Heist series, the Moist von Lipwick one within there, I think Going Postal is the first one of those. Those are real fun if you like heist, like Ocean's 11 style con manny stuff.
I think it helps to have an understanding of Ankh-Morpork before you get into that, because that really does kind of...
Yeah, that one might be a little bit later. Like, God, there's like 4 or 5 different series nested within this one series. I did a whole blog about like how brilliant it is from a business side. Like, it's fucking genius.
Well, that gives me something to work to, because I love a good heist book.
Yeah.
I think one of my happiest moments as a reader was when I was still just kind of picking up Pratchett books randomly, and I realised there was a follow-up to Guards. I think it's Men at Arms. And I just remember seeing it in a bookstore and thinking, holy shit, could it be? Yes, it's a direct sequel to my favourite book. And there's been I think there's kind of a dozen watch-focused book since then. But yeah, that series has brought me enormous joy.
Now, if you don't want to get into Discworld, he also did a book that was like an Oliver Twist retelling called Dodger. The magical Oliver Twist that's a standalone that is really good. So if you just want a taste for his style, but you don't want to start diving into the massiveness that is Discworld, you could try that. But if you start with Guards, it doesn't feel like you're jumping into the middle of a massive series. It feels like the first book of a bunch.
Yeah, he's really good about making them stand on their own.
And if you wanted kind of an introduction into the YA side of it, Maurice and His Amazing Educated Rodents is a children's book set in the Discworld. It's got kind of a hard edge to it because Pratchett doesn't do things normally. And also the Tiffany Aiken series it helps if you have background for the entirety of the Discworld, but you can just kind of wander into that, and it is a little bit more YA focused.
He also did Good Omens with Neil Gaiman, so there's another standalone that just kicks all of the ass.
Yeah. When people are talking about that, they do kind of leave his name out of it, but a lot of the flavour of that book is definitely Pratchett.
Oh, yeah. And when the book came out, Pratchett was such a bigger name than Gaiman. Funny thing about that book is they came out with 2 cover designs so that each of them could have top billing.
That's cool.
And the print runs had to be even. That was in the contracts.
That's nice.
I love that. Yeah, I will say, one of the people who does not erase Pratchett from that is Gaiman, who has been really big and vocal about, hey, motherfuckers, don't forget who helped make this when the thing launched and all. The series that came out recently.
Absolutely.
Well, Neil Gaiman's a class act.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Okay, let's see here. Our friend John asks, if you could be able to cast any classic D&D cantrip in real life, what would it be?
I'm
Prestidigitation.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, that's such a good one. Fuck, that's a good one. Oh, man. I feel like we kind of have to do 5e cantrips just because that's the system that I think most of you guys know.
Don't be so sure.
I think the one that would be most useful for real life and real life concerns would be mend. Because I'm not sure what the lower limit on that is. Can I just like fix my computer with it? Can I fix Bevan's computer with that?
I don't know, man. Prestidigitation, I wake up and I'm immediately showered.
I would probably go with Mage Hand because I like the idea of minor telekinesis.
That would be really useful in like a... Well, you can see the hand. I was going to say that would be really useful at the roulette table, but less so if you see the hand.
I just use the hand to, I mean, I would use it to just grab stuff from across the room or whatever. But also, like, just having a creepy-ass hand that would just randomly pet my wife's hair.
Yes. It's like, no, I am not masturbating. You can see both my hands.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I think minor illusion would be pretty fun.
Masturbating in public without being seen.
I think I'd use minor illusion and just have a lot of fun fucking with people. Like, I'm sure there would be a lot of real-life uses, too, but mostly I just think of messing with my friends.
Yeah,
I'm the ghost of Christmas past. Oh, I could Christmas carol someone for real.
Oh, shit.
You know, I'll just say, somebody who spends a lot of his summer grilling, control flames would be pretty fucking useful.
Super dad cantrip.
See, I'm sitting here thinking I want prestidigitation, and I'm going to be like, never run a dishwasher again.
It would be
Don't
fun
have to-
to Vicious Mockery to literally be able to tongue lash someone. Like, you burn them so bad they are in literal pain.
But then you just take away the sanctity of emotionally scarring someone.
That's true.
Oh, I don't know. They'd be emotionally scarred, too.
Yeah, you know, if you could get Vicious Mockery to work via social media, that would be an instant win.
Yeah, social. I mean, in real life, if you're standing across from someone, you can just call them a bellend and slap them at the same time.
But that's not psychic damage, or is it?
It depends how hard you slap them.
It's not psychic damage if it doesn't hurt them inside.
But speaking of Rick's over the internet thing, if mending works on like people's personalities, then I'll never stop using it. Oh, this guy's a prick. Mend. There you go. You're an alright dude now.
Oh my god, anybody who has kids, mend would be fucking the best in the world.
Also, anyone who has a cat.
I could mend
What do you
my
mean?
cat.
That is so true.
Oh, look, the arm of my couch is automatically repaired. It's okay, kitty, go to town.
I mean, just think of all the stupid shit that breaks. It's like, you know, microwave broke. No, it didn't. Boom.
Arm broke. No, it didn't. Does that work? That'd be quite useful too.
That's a healing spell. They don't make those cantrip.
I don't know. The arm is clearly broken.
I've got a good one. All right, I'm going to choose Shocking Grasp. And, no, hear me out. I would sell those little novelty joy buzzers. And then, like, you know, I'd show the customer first. And then they'd, like, be, oh, shit, that hurt a lot. And then I would sell them the cheap piece of crap. And the joke's on them twice.
You know, the only problem there is if there is 0 level person buying from you, you just have a trail of bodies.
What's the problem?
I love that Bob's practical joke turned into serial killing immediately. All right, folks, that is going to do it for this episode of Authors and Dragons. We will be back next week with a side quest, and then again in 2 weeks with more
Wait a
game.
minute. Bevan, say fuck you to a baby.
Fuck you, baby.
Hooray!
Woo!
Yay.
Until next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Fuck you, Mark.
Fuck you, baby. It's cold outside.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
Jump